Splitgate. Yup, the sequel that performed horribly and disappointed many has been reborn and now has a big brother. And that brother is Splitgate 2, which as expected is trash. Yeah, trash. Now, I'm not just saying this to hate, but both sequels has quite literally flopped. And with the release of Splitgate 2, everyone, including me, was expecting a redemption. But instead, they stopped just like Chris Rock and handed us some low quality FPS wannabe Apex game. But for those of you who haven't played Splitgate 2, I'll sum it up. Starting in Splitgate 2, you're welcomed with this easy tutorial, and after completing it, you're brought to this boring plain lobby. Moving along, there's 7 games, but for some reason, you have to unlock them. And did I also mention the quality of the game? But the question is, why did Splitgate fall off? Even though it's racking in millions of dollars and averaging more than 60,000 players, the game still eventually died. But first, we have to go to Stanford University, where 2 students named Ian and Nicholas were working on a school project that would eventually be known today as Splitgate, which they wanted to put the concept of using portals to travel and add it into a first-person shooter. And since they were both fans of the Halo series, they modeled their game based off Halo, which is another reason why the characters look like Spartans from Halo and the weapons are so oddly close to being alike, as well as the game modes. But before they named it Splitgate, they decided to call it Wormhole Wars. The close similarity to Halo is what really got players excited, because back then Halo hadn't made a new game since Halo 5, which was in 2015. But this will lead up to one of the worst scenarios that could happen. So Splitgate came out with some viral marketing on TikTok at the time, and with all eyes on them, they announced their big update on August 25th, known as Battle Pass 0. But just everything as everything else, good things must also come to an end, because Halo, after 5 years, announced a new installment, later revealed as Halo Infinite. Now, we don't know if this was purposely planned or was to combat Splitgate because they were stealing their player base, but another major issue was that Splitgate simply got boring. After playing all the maps in different modes, while its competitors were just outshining Splitgate with Battle Royale and many endgame events, Splitgate just couldn't keep up, which would eventually lead to its decline. But to finish it off, Splitgate just took their money and started working on what now was Splitgate 2. So starting off, we tried Battle Royale, and one thing that really stood out to me was how smooth the mechanics in gunplay was. After gearing up and running around, we finally ran into some people, and let's let the footage speak for itself.
I've got you in my sights. Kill confirmed. Good kill. Enemy spotted.
Hell yeah.
Anywho, I also unlocked some of the game modes after countlessly getting my cheats clapped. So with that being said, we decided to try out Takedown, a mode where respawns get longer each time you die, and surprisingly it wasn't that bad, and y'all know we ended up winning as expected. Now moving along to Team Deathmatch, the classic 2 teams 50 kills no breaks, where sadly I broke these little kids' hearts, with my amazing first-person shooter skills. But what really amazed me wasn't even that. What amazed me was that Splitgate had a creative mode just like Fortnite. So me and my friend played it. We played Nuketown from BO2, and I absolutely demolished everybody. I mean, I was sliding around, I was jumping, I was punching. But before I go on, if you guys could help me hit 200 subscribers and 100 views on this video, I would really appreciate that, because we're only 9 away from 200. But anyways, back to the video. To conclude this video, truthfully, Splitgate 1 shouldn't have died down, especially since its Apex, Halo, at Fortnite if they had a baby. Now, last but not least, we gotta talk about Splitgate 2, which Splitgate 2 is honestly a simple game that's pretty well made and, quite frankly, doesn't deserve the hate it gets.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words.